Shimla, Kullu, and Manali are considered as one of the most beautiful places in the world. The beauty of the place adds to the purity of India. These regions are blessed with the most pleasant climatic conditions like the pleasant summers and chilly winters. Summers in these regions showcase the greenery of our country, and the winters portray the beauty within the white layers. However, these regions hide enormous secrets within their beauty. The cold regions face numerous problems during the winters with heavy snowfall. A similar scenario was seen in December 2014, wherein many people were stuck due to an unexpected fall and also causing troubles for the coming future. The local people, tourists, and hotels face a lot of problems during these situations.
My name is Vikash Thakur and I stay here itself at Kullu, Manali. Our Kullu and Manali are very beautiful places. And like we all know, Manali is a very famous place, but let me tell you the significance of its name. When the earth was destroyed, which is a religious belief, that time while we lost our earth, it is believed that our Lord collected all the necessary things in a boat, and then the entire earth was destroyed and flooded with water. Gradually, the water level reduced. The Lord's boat stopped at a village in Manali, and that was from where the development of our earth began. Everything started to develop from there, the trees, the plants, etc. And this is the religious belief of the people here, and I'm a person from here itself. I have seen this place since childhood, and it is obvious that our own house is dear to all, and we like everything about this place. This place has everything: peace, tranquility, national beauty, and also here the climate during the summers is quite pleasant, just as the winters. Presently, it is the winter season, and as you can see, there's snow all over. Even though it has been 10 days to the snowfall, you can still see the presence of snow around. For us, the snow is like a gift of God. The snow in December is a benefit to our plantations and gardens. However, this time the amount of snow expected by the climate experts was quite less than the actual snowfall. Their assumptions were up to 6 centimeters, but the snowfall here was between 50 to 55 centimeters. And this failure in assumption has made our life difficult. We were not prepared, and due to the heavy snowfall, we faced power cuts. And as we all know, without electricity, our life kind of halts. There's no TV connections, no connections for the motor, so less water, making our lives incomplete. One of the most major problems is the power supply. Also, we cannot blame the electricity department, as it isn't possible for them to pay for such a huge loss as due to snowfall. The next problem we face is the source of gas. As the roads are jammed and the cars do not function, our phones stop working. Everything is just a mess. For instance, if there's no gas supply at our house, then we cannot cook. So for our backup, we do keep wood for the forest to cook. But due to the restrictions of the forest department on cutting wood has been imposed, there is no stock for wood, leading to problems. Due to the misinterpretation of the snowfall, the little stock of the wood available is also lost, as we do not make arrangements for the wood, and it becomes wet and is no longer useful. Next is the water supply. As you must be aware that snow makes it cold, which freezes the water pipelines, and also the pipelines burst at times, leading to a lack of water supply. Also, our natural resources deplete, and in 2 to 3 feet of snow, it is very difficult to carry water to our own homes. This year there was a heavy snowfall which we weren't expecting, and before this year, it used to be quite less, so we did not make proper arrangements of our stocks, and so we faced a lot of problems this time. Like there were no power supply for 10 days, no water, no wood in stock. Moreover, there was traveling problems. And as it is December now, the students have their exams. But there were no means to travel and no light. Candles in the market were sold at very expensive prices. Like the candles available for 10 rupees were sold for 50 rupees. Also, our tourists faced a lot of problems due to the roadblocks, and many people were trapped. Moreover, the travel agencies charged the tourist about 2000 instead of 200, and these were the same rates for the local people as well. For instance, if I required 50 rupees for my bus travel, they would now demand a fare up to 2000 rupees, and even if the government send their vehicles, it is not possible for the government to make such huge arrangements. Moreover, the poor people working in the forest have to risk their lives as they get struck in the forest due to the snowfall, and most of them freeze to death. Some of them get gangrene, and there are a few who do not have enough food supply and they obtain food by working daily. Then these people face problems as they cannot work, and this disturbs their life as there is no money. Also, heavy snowfall, as you can see on the mountain there. These huge collections of snow also lead to the risk of avalanches, which can destroy the houses, which also is another major problem. Other than these, also there are many little smaller problems, but mainly it is a problem with our electricity, water, wood supply, and other problems like our trees get damaged. Apples are our cash crop, and if these trees collapse, then it does lead to problems. It takes nearly 10 to 15 long years for a single tree to grow huge, and when it is ready to bear fruits, the snowfall destroys them, like you can see here. This is also another loss for us, a huge loss. Another huge loss is that the huge trees near our houses are also damaged by the snowfall, which snowfall falls on the houses, destroying the houses and the people living within the houses as well. This is another issue. Heavy snowfall kind of stops our lives as our workplaces are shut and there's no power supply. There's no light for students to study. Eventually, it leads to loads of problems.
These images show the damage and roadblocks caused by the avalanche. Many farmlands and areas such as petrol pumps were severely affected. The snowfall also causes various problems for the hotels and tourists.
This is Hotel Shobla, which is located in Kullu, and I am Hotel Shobla's general manager. During the cold season, we face a lot of problems like water, electricity, and network. Firstly, due to the snowfall, there are power cuts for 2 to 3 weeks, and networking is also a problem. Moreover, the water supply is totally non-functional as the pipes are jammed as a result of the snowfall, creating water shortages for the hotel and the people visiting from various regions like the NRIs, people from Punjab, Maharashtra, etc. Like for instance, there is no water supply currently as the snow has damaged the water pipes. Also, the motor is non-functional due to the lack of electricity, leading to water shortages. Thus, to benefit the hotel, we have to carry water from the nearby river for the hotel as well as the customers. This makes the guest stay uncomfortable.
Even though the regions have faced various issues, they are still surviving with wide smiles and living for a better tomorrow. We can only pray for the people living in Manali and hope for their bright and pleasant future.